Yeah. Enjoy the world. Well, go home.
She's getting old.
Go home.
She's getting really old. 9:45, quarter before 10. Your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. It's the Ken and Casey Show. It is on this Monday morning. And thank you so much for sharing a portion of your morning with us. We do hope that you stick around all day long.
Oh, yeah. Every day.
Plenty of sunshine today, too. Might make it to 70.
Woo, might.
68 is what they're officially calling it. I say 70.
I got
I'd like to round it off. Clear skies overnight down to low 40s. Pretty much like this morning was.
No.
Sunny and 74 tomorrow. The breeze returns from the south at least. And then 83 on Thursday. Back to the 90s, ladies and gentlemen, Friday and Saturday.
This weather's going to make you sick.
Yeah, but we're going to have a few clouds on Sunday. We'll make it to the upper 80s. Next best shot for rain? Next Tuesday.
I don't believe it.
Well,
I don't.
They said it was this week.
They lied.
Then they moved it to next week. They just didn't have room to fit it all in.
Maybe next week.
All right. It's a 56 right now. Not too bad. All right, Casey, you're a firstborn?
Yes, I am.
And you have a firstborn.
Yes, I do.
1 out of 14.
Yeah. Someone had to come first.
Well, if you're a parent, chances are you've thought about your birth order and how it affects your kids. I'm sure that goes through your mind every day.
It does.
Yep.
I'm concerned about the middle children.
You ask yourself, am I harder on my firstborn? Do my kids have a normal sibling relationship?
Probably not.
Does the order in which the kids were born really matter in the long run? Well, turns out it does.
Oh, I thought so.
Scientists have done extensive studies on family makeup and how it affects not only how you parent, but your kids' health and personalities.
Ooh.
Wonder what your oldest child is most like firstborns?
Okay. And me.
And you.
Okay.
All right, here's what the science has to say anyway.
All right, science.
All right, this is you and your firstborn.
Okay.
They're born to learn.
Yeah, I am.
You didn't make it to the bus stop in time, Casey.
Well, I was sleeping.
Well, your oldest son, Micah.
A honor roll.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not me.
Is he a bit of a know-it-all?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Could
Wow.
be because of their birth order. Firstborns are born to learn, according to the study anyway, published in the Journal of Research in Personality. Birth order actually affects the child's lifelong goals. The eldest child, they found, wants to master or learn, while the second tends to want to win.
Interesting. Wow.
Now, Rory, the second born,
he's going to want to win.
He wants to win.
There you go. Now that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. And they may be at risk for diabetes, too. There's the bad news.
I mean, food's good,
Yeah, food is good. But everything in moderation. A study out of New Zealand claims children who were born first have greater difficulty absorbing sugars into the body.
What kind of?
And higher daytime blood pressure than kids who were born later in the birth order. And no, it's not because of childhood obesity either. Because the oldest are normally skinnier.
Oh, well, that's not. No.
Is that not the case?
Not the case.
That same study found that firstborns are at risk for diabetes. Also found eldest children tend to be taller and slimmer than the youngest siblings. You might want to check with that 23andMe DNA thing to find out if you really are the firstborn.
Because I'm the shortest out of all of them.
Shortest out of all of
them.
them.
But my firstborn is the tallest.
Yeah. Why, you ask? Well, scientists think it comes down to the mother's uterus, which changes after her first pregnancy.
Oh, thanks, Ma. But I got left out of some of this.
Yeah.
Genetically.
Maybe you're not the firstborn.
Ripped off.
Uh-huh. And they get more from mom and dad. You think you're equally dividing your time among your kids?
No.
You're not. Scientists disagree. When researchers dove into the quality time issue, they found that the eldest child receives 20 to 30 more minutes of quality time each day with a parent than the second born of the same age from a similar family.
Now, does that quality time include, you better listen to me?
Yeah.
Because,
Quality time.
That's learning.
You got time to complain?
You got time to clean.
You got time to clean. And also, firstborns are smarter.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Just, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hello, 23andMe. Yeah, we need to test out here.
I'm a genius.
Right.
I'm a genius.
Well, their IQs tend to be higher anyway. Study reveals about a 2-point gap between firstborn men and men born later in the birth order, with the firstborns coming out ahead.
You're a middle child.
Yeah. And they're bossy. If they're
Yeah.
females, they're bossy.
Yeah. No,
You're not.
that's
Well,
me and my firstborn.
you are bossy.
I am
Huh?
bossy.
Yeah.
You haven't seen that part of me yet.
No, I know your husband coils in fear, though. So, and your kids. It turns out some girls are indeed bossy. Not only did researchers at the Southern California Child Study Center find bossiness to be more prevalent in firstborns, but they also found it to be based on gender, with eldest girls more likely to be domineering than the eldest boys.
Yeah, I'm pretty domineering.
You are.
So is my firstborn.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're less likely to suffer from PTSD.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Nobody wants to think about their kids going through a traumatic situation, but have heart. Research out of England's University of Sheffield shows firstborns are less likely than their siblings to suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. The scientist behind the study isn't quite sure why.
Because we were the practice kids.
The practice, yeah. Well, he surmises that younger siblings are more likely to take risk and put themselves in traumatic situations.
Cut that
But
out.
it may also be down to a parenting style. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know how much of this I believe anymore.
I don't know.
Learning you're the firstborn. Yeah. You're a genius.
And
Casey.
tall.
And tall. All right. Ooh, look at the time. We got to go. 9:52, 8 before 10. Your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. That's going to do it for us, Casey. We got to wrap things up. Grab our gear and head on down range. Thank you so much for sharing a portion of your morning with us. Thank you for your phone calls, your kind texts, your Facebook messages, and your super freaks on TikTok. God love each and every one of you. Have yourself an extremely weird day today. Don't make it boring now.
But do make it safe.
We do want you back tomorrow morning, dark and early, for another edition of the Ken and Casey Show. Tomorrow being Tuesday.
Are you smarter than a fifth
Are
grader?
you smarter than a fifth grader? And of course, we get the lovely Ashley Elizabeth in the studio again tomorrow with Dew Lamp passes. We'll find out what's going on around town. All right, and thanks to LJD Sales and Rentals. Or is it LJD Rentals and Sales?
Sales and Rentals.
Sales and Rentals.
Quality at affordable prices.
They are the sponsor of this morning's Ken and Casey Show. Brand new inventory coming up all the time. And no matter what kind of trailer you have, they got it. You just need it for a day, week, or a month, they'll rent it to you as well.
Also, join us again tomorrow on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X, courtesy of John Wegner, Street Family, and StreamYard.
All right, 9:53, 7 before 10. Mix Online, your hits from the 80s, 90s, and today. Say bye, Casey.
Bye, Casey.
Ken and Casey in the morning. Kind of like the leftovers after a 3-day garage sale. HillCountryRadio.net. Mix Online.
The Trading Post. Shop with excitement the moment you step through the doors into the amazing mix of modern and